Hi, everyone. I'm Jocelyn Starfeather, and I'm excited to do this live broadcast today because I had a really powerful dream last night. And so I just want to explore with all of you a little bit about what it might mean. I feel it's a very collective dream. And I would love to hear in the comments on YouTube your recent dreams that have been giving deeper insights about what's really happening right now. So we're in the midst of these very chaotic times, right? Very turbulent times. And I just keep hearing these words like there is tremendous magic and possibility happening right now, like new possibilities breaking open. It's like the great cosmic egg is breaking open, right? The cocoons that all of us have been in as caterpillars are breaking open, and we're like almost ready to fly. And yet there is tremendous challenge and difficulty and stress and fear and anxiety at the same time. And of course there is, because these are tremendous changes we're going through. There is this huge awakening process. We really are cracking out of our eggs, out of our cocoons, in a way that we never have before. Like, this is beyond what we've experienced up to this point. And we're receiving these massive energetic upgrades and downloads from the cosmos and from the earth. And we're feeling this on so many levels, right? And so the dreams. Now, the dreams are like the news that we receive from the stars, from the earth, from the trees, from the other creatures, from the divine, from that higher intelligence. And so I think this is such an important time to pay extra close attention to our dreams and see what they're telling us. Because the dreams are going to tell us what's really going on. The dreams are going to tell us the truth. They're also going to show us some of our fears, and they're going to show us some of our hopes. But sometimes you have a dream like this one that I had, and I'll tell you in just a minute, that it was so comforting to me. And it was actually kind of a scary dream, but the times we're going through now are scary, right? And so it was shedding light on that. So let me tell you the dream, and then I also would love to hear in the comments your dreams that are coming through right now that have messages for all of us in the collective. So in this dream, I was with a group of people, and we were socializing. We were at some kind of event together, maybe working on some kind of a big project together. And there were people there from way in my past, like people I haven't seen for 10 or 15 years, which is interesting. And then I found myself outside of the main building we had been in, and I knew I was about to get in this car, which was like a Jeep kind of a car. I was about to get in this car, and I was going to get in the car with a guy who was in my dream, who I have no idea who that is, in my life. But in the dream, it was someone I trusted. It was like a friend and someone I knew I could trust. And he told me that I needed to get in the back seat of the car. And he wanted me to get in the back seat on, like, behind the passenger seat of the car. And he got in the front driver's seat. And so we started driving, but he didn't start driving and get on a road. We were close to a cliff where we got into the car. And so he took this car, and it all happened very fast. We got in the car. He immediately drove it straight off the cliff. And I had this sense as we were going over the cliff that he had put me in the back seat to protect me in some way. And as we're going over this cliff and we're like falling through thin air in a Jeep, he looks back from the front driver's seat and just smiles at me with this very kind and loving and like calm and unconcerned smile. And the message, what I felt through my entire being in this dream, was trust. You are safe, you are held, you are protected, so trust. And then I looked back behind the car, behind the Jeep, and I saw that this big red parachute was opening up to catch us when we fell. And then I woke up. And so the feeling that you have upon waking from the dream. And the feeling that you have near the end of the dream is really important. That's going to tell you so much about the meaning of the dream. So in this dream, you know, I could have woken up terrified because I was going off a cliff, but I didn't. I woke up feeling very calm and peaceful and full of trust, which is really interesting. And so I think this dream, it's so collective. It's speaking to the fact that, like, we know we're going off the cliff right now, right? We know we're in uncharted waters. We're going through this time that, like, energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, we've never been in this kind of intensity and this kind of rapid upgrades before. And so we're going into, like, just completely throw away the comfort zone. We're going off the cliff. But we're not alone. There's someone else in the car with us that is smiling and calm. There's someone else looking out for us. He put me in the back seat because so I would be safer, which seems silly in a real, you know, context of going off a cliff, but in the dream, it's very symbolic. Someone was looking out for me, right? And so this is a much bigger message for all of us. It's saying, like, yes, we're going off the cliff, and we are held parachute that's going to soften our fall. There's someone in the driver's seat who knows what they're doing, and they're calm, and they're putting us in a protected place while all this is happening. Right. So it's so powerful. So please put in the comments any dreams you've had recently that you think are giving us a deeper message, a clearer look, right, at what's really happening. And this is what the dreams can do for us. They can tell us what's really happening below the surface, below our awareness, because on the surface, we're going off the cliff. We're, you know, that could send us into panic. That could send us into worry and anxiety and fear. But we don't need to go there. We can be calm. We can just surrender and let the Jeep fall and know that we're safe. And this really comes back so much to what I've been sharing and speaking about in a few other recent YouTube videos about the heart. Right? And that these changes that we're going through, we have got to approach this from a heart place. We have got to approach this from the highest vibrational frequency of love. Fear is the lowest vibrational frequency, right? Fear leaves us scattered. It leaves us just completely distraught and in despair. Love is the complete opposite of that. And trust is right up there with love, right? So when we can be in trust, when we can be in love, we will know how to navigate even the most challenging situations, even the most unnerving situations. We'll know what to do because we're coming at it from this higher vibrational perspective and trusting in the guidance that we're getting, trusting in the sacred instructions to come through, trusting in the protection to be there. So one thing that I want to share in this video is that I have put together a really special interview collection, and I'll put the link in the description and in the comments below to guide us through these times, to help us drop into the heart. These are a really special set of 15 interviews from many, many different speakers, including Claire Dubois, Pat McCabe, John Perkins, Taria Ward, and many, many others, Dr. John Ryan as well, many others, and a couple of interviews from me that I've done in the past. And this is like the best of the best from Sacred Planet as far as interviews, wisdom, teachings, practices, and even some music presentations that are designed to calm your system, right? Calm your nervous system, bring you back into the heart, bring you into a centered place where you can be lifted up into the highest vibrational frequency of love. So I made this interview collection and put this together, especially right now during these times, because we need all the help we can get to come back to the heart, right? So maybe you could listen to one of these a day. Maybe you could listen to a few of them tomorrow, but I really want you to take these interviews and let it be an excuse to step out of the rat race and have some quiet time and self-care time for yourself and really come back to the heart, because that's going to make all the difference in how you navigate these times. So I'll put that link in the description below. one more thing I want to say before I close here today for this YouTube live is that we must go through chaos in order to move into creation. And we're very much in a place of chaos right now on all levels in our world, political, health, environmental, right? It could go on and on. And we're feeling so much separation of between, our differing opinions, our differing values, even among family members, even among friends and people who are really normally very close to each other. We're having differing values and opinions about things, right? It's really difficult. And so it's very chaotic. Now we need to, if we go back to the beginning of times, okay, if we go back to the original gods and goddesses, especially the original great mother goddesses who were the ones who created all of life, right? Even, so there's Gaia, right? But then there's even the ones who were said to create the earth and create all of the galaxies. So one of these is Tiamat. This was the great mother goddess of ancient Babylonia and Sumeria. And she was the queen of chaos, because chaos must exist first before creation can happen. And so the mother, as she is creating, she's like swirling everything in the cauldron, right? She's like throwing it all in, moving it. It's endless motion. It's infinite and eternal motion, this kind of chaos. And eventually it swirls together into patterns and into life forms and into the sacred geometry. And it comes forth in this beautiful new form. This is the same with Shakti's beautiful dance, right? She's dancing chaos into form. And I could go on and on. Many other ancient mother goddesses and creation goddesses begin with chaos. So I just wanted to offer that as a comfort to you as well. Know that we are like in the chaos soup right now. And it is okay because we are moving toward creation. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean that we're going to be calm about it all the time. But take this message from my dream, trust and surrender again and again and again. I hope you will go and get this special interview set, interview collection to help you come back into the heart center, back into the frequency of love whenever you need to. And yeah, I am just sending so much love to everyone out there. I know we're all going through so much right now. And I'm here for you. I'll keep sending these positive messages and new insights. Please do write in the chat about your dreams, even if it's, weeks later, months later, and you're watching this and you've had an interesting dream that would be helpful for others in our community. Please put it in the comments. We would love to hear. And also, if you're feeling all of this strongly and you want to note it in the comments, please do. I will read all the comments. I love reading the comments and just hearing what is happening in your world. What is your experience of all this? All right, everybody. Much love and blessings. And I will see you here on YouTube again soon. Mwah. Bye for now. Take care, everybody.